Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Pitch Talk.
We are fans of football dropping vlogs, blogs, videos and podcasts on the beautiful game.
Check out our videos on YouTube and Instagram's IGTV,
including special feature segments, vlogs such as
5 Minutes with the G,
the Straight Shootin View,
Coaching with JBK,
audio on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts,
Podomatic, Spotify,
Mixcloud
and other podcast platforms.
Join the Pitch Talk revolution on Twitter, Instagram,
Facebook
and our official website www.pitch-talk.com.
The pitch is where we eat,
the pitch is where we sleep,
and the pitch is where we talk.
I can see you now. I can see you now and then. I can see you now.
Welcome to
the Straight Shootin View.
Hey, what's up, people? Straight Shootin LJA here, and welcome to another episode of the Straight Shootin View. Now, one thing I want to talk about is the domestic cups, the FA Cup and the League Cup, aka the Carabao Cup. Now, it's been said this season, and I think it was in the Independent, where they were basically saying that considering how competitive the league is in general, that the League Cups are going to become a lot more important. And you know what? Part of me agrees with that, but also part of me doesn't. I think that the League Cup would be a lot more competitive if the Big Six were not in it. I don't think the Big Six, the top six, I would actually extend it to the top 8. So basically, anybody who can get into Europe via, whether it be the Champions League automatically, the 4 sides there, take them out of it. But also as well, take out those sides who can get into Europe via automatic league places, get into the Europa League as well, and the Europa Conference League too. Reason why I say that, yes, it might take a bit of prestige off the League Cup, but I think considering how non-competitive the League Cup is anyway, especially for the Big Six, well, yeah, I'd say the Big Six. It's kind of not competitive anyway. So I don't think you're going to really take much of an edge off it. But also as well, I think it gives a bit more of a fair chance to those who wouldn't get into Europe otherwise. So teams in, say, like the bottom 10 down, I mean, those mid-table sides who don't really often get a shake, and every now and then they end up in a final, but they end up in a final against Manchester City playing a full-strength side after City have played, a half-quarter strength side throughout the tournament. So I reckon it's one of them ones where take the Big Six out, and I said anybody who can automatically qualify into and get into Europe through league positions, take them out of the League Cup, because I don't think it's fair otherwise. And at the end of the day, it would open it up, it would make it a bit more competitive in terms of the League Cup. But I think considering how competitive the Champions League places are just alone, and then you throw the Europa League in as well and the newly formed Europa Conference League, it's one of them ones where those top 6, top 8 places are a lot more competitive now. And I think it's one of them where certain teams are going to see the FA Cup and they're going to see the Carabao Cup as well, the League Cup, as kind of backdoors into Europe. So I wouldn't want someone like, say, Manchester City, who I think have won 2 of the last 3 League Cups or something like that, or 3 of the last 4. And it's like, I don't think it's really fair to smaller sides. I think smaller sides smaller sides deserve a better shake. And the fact that it's the League Cup and it's the Football League and it's the EFL hosting it, it's one of them ones, it should be more open to the Football League sides. But it's one of them where I just think the domestic cups, I think they are actually going to take on more importance. And especially with the talk of kind of like breakaway super leagues and all that kind of thing, I think even more so there is going to be a lot more of a focus on the domestic cups, because sides, as I said, are going to see it as basically insurance So even though say they don't need it, I think Manchester City have been using it as insurance, couple extra million quid in the pockets, but also insurance that they're going to get into Europe. And I think there's other sides as well who would use it as a safety net. And I think it's one of them ones. If you've got a trophy that's looked upon as a safety net, like the FA Cup for Arsenal, for instance, where they've been using that as a safety net to get into Europe, and then you're looking at that, you're looking at certain other sides doing the same thing. It's one of them where I just see it as it's not really fair on the other sides who would legitimately benefit from the extra millions, and they'd also benefit from more exposure as they get through the tournament and also going to a Wembley final. Give their fans something to look for. I mean, one of my personal favourite cup final experiences was actually Bradford v Swansea, the League Cup final. I think that was 2013. I think it was 2014. Because it was two sets of fans who'd never had that experience before. And you could tell they really enjoyed it. And the bonus material was tremendous from that. So, I mean, especially the one with the young Swansea fans, where we basically let them interview themselves. Some of the proper little ones who were about 8, 9 years old. So those kind of experiences you get with the smaller sides, because the bigger sides are used to the success. So I think it's one of them ones, you've got to spread that wealth. So like the league is based on a meritocracy, I think the cup should be as well. The FA Cup, I was so disappointed when they said, oh, 5th round onwards, no replays. And I was like, no. See, you're cutting the legs out from the smaller sides. Because there were, like, say, look at Chesterfield back in 1996. I know I'm going back away. 1997, sorry. Look at Chesterfield on their way to the semi-final against Middlesbrough. I mean, imagine they didn't have the carrot of a money-spinning replay. It would be one of them ones where it's like, well, we can get as far as we can, but we've got to prioritise the league. And you look at the bigger sides as well. I think doing away with the cup final replays in the 5th round onwards just accommodates the big sides, similar to the away goals rule disappearing. It's one of them where it just favours the bigger sides, and I'm not a fan of that. I don't like those things that just favour the bigger sides, because at the end of the day, you've got to have everybody getting a piece of the pie, not just your top 6, your top 4, whatever. You can't have a closed shop. So, as I said, I think it's one of them ones where I think that the domestic cups in this 2021-2022 season, especially considering the knock-on effect of COVID financially, the domestic cups are going to look like an even bigger carrot because of lost revenue as well. For the bigger sides, obviously the bigger sides are still in those cups, and I think that lost revenue, and we're talking hundreds of millions here, and I'm gonna do a deep dive into that in another vlog, but that I think is going to have a major part to play in making the domestic cups that bit more competitive. But as said, I don't think the Big Six should be in the League Cup, to be perfectly honest. I think it's a bit unfair. Give the others something to go for. But you know what, yeah? Here's one of them ones. I'm gonna wrap things up there, but I want to know your views. Let me know your views. www.pitch-talk.com is the official website. Check us out there. You can check our podcasts out there, videos there, everything. You can listen to the podcast live on that website as well. www.pitch-talk.com. youtube.com/pitch-talk. Check out our videos, including, hey, what you're watching right now. Vlogs including Coaching with JBK, the Straight Shootin View, 5 Minutes with the G, our special feature segments, and much, much more. Also, twitter.com/pitchtalk or @pitchtalk on Twitter. Tweet with us, follow us, see what we are up to. Facebook.com/pitchtalk. Become a fan, become a friend, become a member of the group. Join the footballing revolution we are working so hard to create. We're on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Podomatic, Player FM. We are on Verbal as well, and we are Verbal ambassadors and proud of it. VURBL.com. pitchtalk.com. Have a search for Pitch Talk on there. You'll find snippets from our podcasts as well up on Verbal, at Get Verbal on Twitter. Oh my God, so many places you can catch us. Spotify, Google Podcasts, Verbal, Podomatic, Podbean, Player FM, import our RSS feed, and on our website, www.pitch-talk.com. I want to know your views. In the 2021-2022 season, are the domestic cups going to be a lot more enticing because a lot of clubs have lost out financially due to COVID? And also, should the big 6/top 8 sides in the Premier League be allowed in the League Cup? I don't think they should, because they've got enough advantages already by the fact that they can get into Europe via league positions. But that's just my take on it. I want to know yours. Comment section is below. I have been Straight Shootin LJA, and until next time, take it easy. See you later, peeps.
Join the Pitch Talk revolution.
Check out the official Pitch Talk website.
www.pitch-talk.com